My friends and I, we went to catch fish with nets and traps in a pond near my village. We saw the UXO under the water in the pond. We were curious if the bomb would explode after being underwater for so long, so we hit it with a piece of wood. One day, I went to our rice field with my grandfather. My grandfather was digging in the ground and planting the young rice plants when his hoe hit a bombie and it exploded. My grandfather died immediately. I was badly burned all over my body. In 2006, I went to search for herbs to use for medicine in the mountains outside my village. Before my accident, I sold these herbs to make money for my family. I was digging in the ground when my hoe hit a bombie and it exploded. Ju Yi, my son, had to stay in the hospital in Vientiane for 3 months. The treatment he needed was complicated, and his recovery took a long time because of that. After my son's accident, I took him to the hospital in Sang Quang, where he stayed for 1 month. Last year, I had more problems with my eyes. There was some shrapnel remaining in my eye. I had to travel to Vientiane to have more surgery on my eyes, which World Education and the War Victims Medical Fund helped pay for. World Education paid for my son's treatment and transportation to the hospital. After he returned home, World Education gave my son books, pens and pencils, and a new school uniform so he could return to school. World Education paid for my son's medical treatment. The medical costs from his accident were beyond what we could afford, and if World Education had not paid for the treatment, there would have been no way for us to pay the medical costs. We are very grateful to World Education. We feel very lucky that World Education helped us, and we hope other UXO survivors receive the same help.
อันเฮาในแท้เราเป็นเท่าแล้วแต่อนาคตของลูกมันยังยาวไกลเนาะแล้วพัดเสียวค่าแดแล้วเฮ็ดหยังบ่ได้สิไปให้เฮ็ดนาแนวเฮาก็ย่านเฮ็ดบ่ได้กิน
In the future, I hope my other children have the same opportunities to go to school with the books, uniforms, and materials that Yavu had. I am very old and I worry about my children after I die. I have 2 young sons who I worry I cannot support because of my disability. Right now, I cannot afford to send my children to school, and I must rely on others to help pay for their education.
ให้ทางโครงการมันช่วยคนครัวให้ลูกนี่มีเวียกเฮ็ดงานทำได้สิ่งที่เบาบางหน่อยนึงให้มันก้มอยู่ก้มกิน
In the future, I need help paying for my son's education after he finishes school. I hope he can find a job that he is able to do with his disability.
สุขภาพก็บ่ดีบ่เพียงพอคือเก่าย่านอีกแถวอื่นบ่ได้สิ่งที่ว่าจะออกเหงื่อออกแห้งหลายหั่นอยากให้มีเวียกมีงานเฮ็ดเล็กๆน้อยๆพออยู่กุมกินนั่นแหละ